Hi girls, these are notes for 5D and we're going to do composite shapes. Now composite shapes are made up of one or more basic shape, so they'll be connected. Addition or subtraction can be used. Now I want you to look at that, addition or subtraction, so we're going to use both to do ours. Can be used to find the areas and perimeters of composite shapes. And it says the layout of the relevant mathematical working needs to make sense so that the reader can understand each step. So this asks for the perimeter and the area of this shape. Okay. So when I look at this, I can see two shapes. I can see that there's a semicircle here, so I'm going to call that shape 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is a perimeter. I have my trusty calculator with me. So in shape 1, I might even draw it like that. Okay, in shape 1, I know that I need just that outside area. So that's half, I'll do P equals half of pi times diameter, which is the formula for circumference. I don't want to add that dotted line in, just the outside of the shape, so that's what I need. And so that's part of it. And then 4 times pi times the diameter here is 14. I can see it over there, 14. I'll grab my calculator. I'm doing this really neatly so a person can see. I'm going to put 0.5 instead of a half. It's just easier. Times 14. When I do that, I get 21.99. So that's 21.99. And then the rectangle part is 2 of those and 2 of those. So the perimeter of the rectangle, shape 2, is equal to 2 17s, that one and that one, plus 2, not 2 14s, because I don't want that dotted line, so just 1 14. So I really have to think here. I can't just use the formula. So I've got these two and that. So here I go. Clear. 2 times 17 plus 14. And I get 48. So I write total perimeter equals, when I add these two together, I get 69.99 centimeters. Sorry, I went into the shape a little bit. Okay, let's look at the area of that thing. So the area is also half a circle. So the area of that area equals, at shape 1, is 1/2 pi r squared. And that's 1/2 times pi times r. Well, that r is just half of that, right? So 7 squared. Might do that down here. So I'll do 0.5, which is a half, times pi times 49. That's 7 squared, yeah? And I get 76 and I want 2 decimal places, so 76.97. 76.97 centimeters squared. And the area of this rectangle, shape 2, is length times width. So 17 times 14. And 17 times 14 is 238. So I say, therefore, total area is 238 plus 76.97. So I put 238 plus 76.97, which equals, on my calculator, 314.97 centimeters squared. Okay, cool. That was a pretty easy one. Sometimes the shapes aren't really split up for you, and so you have to decide what the shapes are. So as I'm looking at this one here, I might get a different color pen. I'm looking at this one here, I see that there's a rectangle up the top. I'm going to make that shape 1. And at the bottom, it looks like there's a trapezium. I'm going to make that shape 2. So when I do shape 1, I say, okay, the area of shape 1, that tells the person what I'm finding, is 1.5 times 1, which is just 1.5 centimeters squared. And the area down here of shape, oops, I was going to change colors, of shape 2, trapezium, you might have to look that formula up from your notes yesterday, of shape 2, is 1/2 times the perpendicular height. Well, the perpendicular height is right here, and they've told me out here it's 1. 1 times by this side plus this side. So the two parallel sides have to be added up. So that gives me 1/2 times 1 is just 1/2, times by 2.5 and 1.5 is 4. So that's 2 centimeters squared. Therefore, total area is, where did I have? This one and that one, so 3.5 centimeters squared. The perimeter on this one's really easy because I just add around. I go 1 plus 1.5 plus 1. Oops, how do I figure that side out? That's tricky, isn't it? We better do that. Okay, so if I need to figure, I think this one was only area. Let's say just find area. I don't think we need that yet. That tricky stuff. So we'll just say find area for that one. All right, that's it for 5D. Oh, you know what? I wanted to do one more quick one, so I'm going to give you another video after I get rid of this one.